What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the wonderful Black Entertainment. I'm coming from you live from my room. Nowhere special, really, actually, but yeah, you guys, welcome back to Black Entertainment. I appreciate you guys once again for tuning in. The gameplay you are watching right now is the PDW Silencer Fast Mag Ghost Camo. If you do pre-order Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm not even sure if that's going on anymore, but that is how I got it when they were having that little promotion, playing a little bit of Plaza, and I believe the ending gameplay was 76-9, so a pretty beastly gameplay. Ended up picking up from the second round, though, because the first round was really slow-paced, and it really wasn't worth watching, so I want something that's more up-tempo, a lot of kills, kill streaks, all that good stuff, so that's why I picked up from the second round. But what I kind of want to talk about today in this commentary is the worst Call of Duty maps in Call of Duty history from each Call of Duty, starting with Call of Duty 4. I'm not going to go back to the original Call of Duty or Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty 3, simply because I didn't play those games, and I'm kind of talking about the next-gen consoles. I mean, not next-gen as in the Xbox One or the PS4, but the next-gen as in the Xbox 360, PS3. You guys know what I'm talking about, because Call of Duty Ghost is coming out pretty soon, and if Call of Duty Ghost kind of sticks with the whole Call of Duty little franchise, kind of how they all work together, there's always that one map that everybody hates going to. There's always that one map that nobody really likes in the game. So I'm going to tell you guys the maps I dislike. Also, I want to get your guys' feedback. You guys comment down below if you disagree with me, if you disagree with some of my choices, because I feel like some of them are kind of iffy, and some of those maps that I do choose can be different, because there is a couple maps from each game that I don't really like, but there's always that one map that I always back out of, or that one map that I always hate going to. So we're going to start with Call of Duty 4. If you guys played Call of Duty 4, you guys will probably remember the map Block. This was definitely my worst map in the game. Whenever I joined a block session, I would always back out. There's just a confusing level. There was two buildings on each side, and everybody would battle it out. There's a lot of snipers that would go from building to building. There's a lot of dark corners that people camped in, and I just feel like it was a poorly put together map. That's the best way to put it, is Block. I just did not like that level. Moving on to World at War, Call of Duty World at War, I'm going to have to go with Downfall. This is when vehicles were introduced into Call of Duty, and if you were to play team deathmatch on Downfall, there would be tanks in the level. The map was absolutely massive, and it would take you like an hour to run from one side to another. I do realize that CeeLo was a bigger map than Downfall, but I believe CeeLo was a better map than the map Downfall, so this was another map that I didn't really like. And moving on to MW2, I'm going to have to go with Derail. Just did not dig this map. It was one of those maps that I didn't really like. It was between Derail and Wasteland, but I would rather go to Wasteland over Derail, so that is going to be my pick for Modern Warfare 2. It's just a very large map, and there just really wasn't that much going on. It was a very boring map to play. And moving on to Black Ops, this was actually my hardest one to choose, because I was looking back at all the Black Ops maps, and I liked pretty much every single map. I would go to every map. I wouldn't really mind going to a particular map, but if I had to pick one out, I'm going to have to go with Crisis. I feel a lot of you guys are going to have to disagree with me on this one, but this was just a map I really didn't enjoy too much. I would rather choose maps over this map, so Crisis is my pick for Black Ops. Let me know if you guys disagree with me on this one, because I feel this is one of those maps that people are going to disagree with me on. Then moving on to Modern Warfare 3, Outpost. I mean, all maps from Modern Warfare 3 basically sucked, but Outpost is one of those ones that just stood out, and I would rarely play, just because it's a very slow-paced level, and a level that a lot of camping was going on. And the video's about to end, so Black Ops 2, Aftermath. This is a given. Aftermath, huge map, not much going on, a very slow-paced map, and a map that is just not fun to play, and I feel is very poorly designed. So that's about it, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with me, or you agree with me. With that being said, you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you in my next video.